Good afternoon. As Israeli forces launched a ground operation into southern Lebanon this week, we were among the first groups of soldiers to enter. Here's a look at a Hezbollah position dug into the side of a mountain. Right now, Israeli forces are conducting a ground invasion into southern Lebanon. We're embedded with an elite commando unit that just arrived at this Hezbollah position, carved into the side of a mountain. It's in tunnels and rooms like this, the Israelis say they are finding Iranian weapons that were smuggled first to Syria and then into southern Lebanon. To get to this Hezbollah position, we had to cross minefields and hike across an uneven terrain pocked with craters, a result of the Israeli bombardment of southern Lebanon. All of this began on October 8th, when Hezbollah followed Hamas and started attacking northern Israel in the hours after the October 7th massacre. Now Israel says they are conducting these limited raids across the border to destroy these Hezbollah positions and allow Israeli civilians to return to their homes in the northern part of the country.
President Biden says G7 leaders are planning to coordinate new sanctions and other measures to respond to Iran's actions, but he did not support Israel striking Iran's nuclear sites.
The answer is no. I think there's things we'll be discussing with the Israelis what they're going to do, but all seven of us agree that they have a right to respond, but they should respond in proportion.
Lebanon. Let's bring in retired four-star General Frank McKenzie, the former commander of U.S. forces in the Middle East, now executive director of the University of South Florida's Global and National Security Institute, and he is the author of The Melting Point. General McKenzie, great to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wonder what goes through your mind as you listen to Trey's report and you watch the events of the past couple of days, where Hezbollah is under tremendous pressure. Iran is also under tremendous pressure, having lost major leadership. And now we are at one of those perhaps tipping points in the Middle East. What is your take?
Well, Martha, I think actually the people that are under the most stress are the Iranians. They've watched their principal ally, Lebanese Hezbollah, be decapitated. They've watched significant attrition of their military capabilities. And now the Israelis are methodically clearing north of the border so that their Israeli citizens can return to the northern tier of kibbutzes, cities, and villages in northern Israel. All of this is bad news for Iran. Last night, they launched a second major ballistic missile attack on Israel. By any objective measure, that attack too failed. So now Iran has really delivered a maximum effort against Israel. They can't count on Lebanese Hezbollah to assist them in further attacks because of the decapitation and the ongoing Israeli military operations up there. So the people whose backs are really against the wall right now, waiting for the Israeli response, is Iranian senior leadership. They're not in a good place right now.
All right.